Welcome to the SuperCoach Experience. Good morning, everybody. Just wanted to show everyone our ride this morning. We've got the SuperCoach luxury bus. I guess you could call it a luxury coach. We've got just down here arrived Corey Parker. I'm just trying to decipher who's got more greys, me or him. I think he's currently winning the race. We're pretty excited. We're about to head off. We're on the road to the Holy Grail, so stay tuned.
Hello guys, welcome to the SuperCoach Experience podcast. We're here for a video. We're out with the SuperCoach NRL bus. Looks great. Tim just introduced you then, and we're gonna go in. So let's go. And so we're here. Tommy Sangster. How are you, Tommy?
How are you, brother? What's happening?
What's the agenda for today, Tommy?
I don't know, mate. I'm just getting on the bus and seeing what's going to happen, you know.
I've already seen Corey Parker, and he's been swarmed already.
Yeah, not too many of the legends are here yet, but we'll be picking up.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're just here with Breakfast of Champions. It's a SuperCoach frittata.
SuperCoach frittata.
Yeah, it's a SuperCoach frittata. Apparently, this is what Saints has for breakfast every morning, so I'm looking forward to getting into this.
A round of applause for Tom, come on, yes! You may note that Tom has grabbed 2 food boxes. It's just a joke. I do want to point out there's a Knights fan as well, so at the back, so if anyone needs any drugs. And a round of applause. How old is this legend here? Yes. 10? And his dad's made him go for the Tigers. Isn't that sad? You see that in every family. He doesn't get a choice. He was bought into it. And in about 5 years, he'll have another team. I know how hardcore some of these SuperCoach people can be. Did you ever get approached from people?
All the time, yeah. Yeah, it was funny because it changed. So when SuperCoach first came in, it changed from following players just because you love the team to then following the individual. And yeah, it was you playing this week or you know, or, like I remember a game. As a kicker, it was against Manly. We should have won the game. I missed 4 from 4 and we lost by 2. It was a close game. And yeah, just absolutely getting pizzled by the punters, which is good, which is fine. But the game has changed from what it was to where it is now, as in the fantasy game. But it was fantasy because my price was quite high. Yeah. I remember going in, I used to negotiate my own deal. I went in and I said, look, this is how much I'm worth in fantasy football. How about we get somewhere close to that?
How'd it go?
Yeah, he said, that's right, it's called fantasy football. But no, it was funny because even now, like you look at players differently, right?
Yeah.
And it sort of gives you a different appreciation of A, the individual, and B, you start to look at the game a bit differently. So if you're a Manly fan, you're looking about the left edge of Saab or Garrick, and so when I'm playing, picking my tips, I'm thinking who's playing where, how are they going to score their points.
Yeah, who they're playing against.
Playing with, obviously doing the line of work that I do, you sort of cross most things. South Sydney got the best left edge in the comp. Okay, they're playing Gold Coast, who've got the worst, defensively the worst right edge, so they're going to score some points, is where they're going, who's going to look like, blah, 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 and try and do your trades in and around that area. I'll try and give you my stats week to week. The Fox League, they got some stats. It's unbelievable what they get. But yeah, it was always fun. It was always fun. Being a goal kicker, 80-minute middle forward that can offload and tackle and do all that sort of stuff, made you, I suppose, made you valuable.
Did you ever think, like, after it sort of took off and then you were getting 130 points and stuff in a game or whatever, when you were actually playing a game, did it ever occur to you I've got to get an offload?
No, it wasn't like you're in the 70th minute and you think, shit, I've only got one offload. Start throwing a few out.
Did you ever have a team while you were playing?
Yeah, I used to play just with some mates. Yeah. It was not. I wasn't across it as much as I am now. No. But yeah. It was interesting because people follow your teams because they follow their teams, and then the sort of first point of conversation with some other people was about your Supercoach, like, straight up. Like,
You're only 2 offloads on the weekend, mate.
Yeah. So stuff like that. Or you might have an injury, or you might come off early, and the coach might give you an early mark, and the punters will be blowing up. Like, mate, I hate to just be captain. You come on. They try and get all the inside goss on. How
Around the mix, there was a bit of like people were trying to catch you. You know what I mean?
Couldn't you try out a fakie? Like, I'm thinking about going. Josh
Yeah. Oh, I did a fakie, but I actually did a fakie. I pulled. I bought Kalen Ponga towards the back end of the season, just so everyone else would buy Teddy that were chasing me.
Oh, sure.
And so once they got Teddy, which most did the week after, I then reverted back to Teddy, knowing that everyone would have had no more trades left, and that was a big move. So that was
That's next level.
he has a relationship, mate. He's not married to
Oh, yeah, you're in a relationship.
I am in a relationship, and I've got a kid now, which means that I can't do what I used to do.
Which was what? Hang on, are we talking about Supercoach? Sorry.
I've been clear. He's got kids too and a family. He still managed to get it done.
So he's coming out. There's all sorts of shit going on here.
Talking truly
I
about
left mine at home with my husband.
That's why this is a business trip. This guy. Tell us why you're picking Turbo.
I just feel that I'll be so stressed watching him play. And I can't deal with the anxiety of not owning him, but I'll just bring him in. And if he does get injured, you can sell him for anyone who you want.
That's right.
And if he'll still go well. Even if he doesn't go that well, he'll still average somewhere around 80, 90, something like that.
Yeah, he's not scoring.
And it saves a trade.
I'll be thinking the exact same thing.
And he's pretty much odd as well. Like, not that many people have him. So.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's at about, what is he? He's about
11% or something.
Well, everyone thought, he's too dear.
Yeah. So they
not
just
choosing him.
brushed it.
So they brushed him.
But I think you're right. I mean, so Timmy, you starting with
No, not at this point. I'm
going
building a side around not having him. Yeah, I just think that you're putting all your eggs in one basket, sort of thing, and you're probably just relying on him each week as your captain. I like the idea of being able to have Teddy, Pappy, maybe even Cleary as well, and flicking in between those three as captains on rotation.
Timmy, when I got on the bus, I asked you, I said, who impressed you the most? Who was your player last year that
Impressed me the most? Yeah, that was last.
Turbo. You said Turbo.
And do you know what I found interesting? You said that he didn't impress you, so you found
Turbo?
You said you go Turbo. You were surprised.
No, I said that's Captain Obvious, Turbo. I was looking for someone that sort of was thereabouts.
Oh, it was obviously Captain Obvious, but
you're not even picking him.
no, I'm not picking him because I think that at that price tag, I think you've got to play SuperCoach to sort of. You can't have that's top dollar to start.
How do you get him in? Because if he plays a lesser side,
You wait until the time is right. I don't know when that time will be.
right?
But the SuperCoach gods will usually present that.
SuperCoach go back to back. I say no. Has that ever been done?
It's never been done, and look, the reason they've established the Holy Grail this year is because I'm going to transfer from being the Shady Lurker into the SuperCoach Messiah. It'll be the second coming, and yeah, it's going to happen. I'm very confident about it.
No, you're pretty modest about it.
Yeah.
Tom thanks to everyone.
Still in the show.
Who's your smoky for this year?
I like Cooler. I think Cooler's good. The other guy, I didn't get to watch the game last night. I'm not sure how Paul Alamotti went, but I'm pretty keen on him. He's a young centre coming through at the Bulldogs. I reckon he'll play at some stage.
So had a bit of a bump in with Corey Parker. How are you feeling about it? There he is in the background there. How are you feeling about it, and how are you going to come back from that?
Well, Corey's arranged to do a run it straight with me at the end of the day, so we'll see you. Do we GI laugh? Did that sound like a GI laugh to you?
Could be Tim Manor,
Could be a Tim Manor laugh.
Parramatta.
Guess that laugh.
Shall we open it? It's a toilet.
Yeah, let's open it up. Let's go in and help ourselves, eh?
Cool.
G'day, Inglis. How's it going, man? Thanks for coming to my party.
Oh, we found him. Oh, we've intruded the lunchroom.
That's all right. The lunchroom, this is the office. Not much goes on in here. Yeah, cool.
Well, yeah, we're told to sniff out
That's a beauty, that one.
Greg. We found him, so
How old is he?
guess winners are grinners.
19, just a boy, eh?
So we found him. Maybe we'll wait for a chat.
Awesome. Any other questions?
How pleased are you with the implementation of the 2-point field goal?
I wish it came around when I tried to go for that 1 point. So. But you didn't get any super coach points for that.
That's right. -5 for that question.
Everyone had a good laugh, though.
Oh, so did I.
I get what you're doing, though. You're just trying something.
Oh, I was going for 4 and against morning. Walked back in and Madge was like, we all just looked at each other and pissed ourselves laughing. So, like, what are you thinking? And then went off, still a running joke. I got a photo of me sitting on the ground and it's just like, what am I?
Thanks for the memories.
How do you reckon the bunnies will go this year?
Dreaming? Yeah, I'm a pretty open book. At the back end of the year, I became quite secretive and tried to keep my cards close to my chest. So I didn't want to give away the only opportunity thought I'd have to win this. So
How much did you win by?
about 400 and something points.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty much done the week before, round 25. So the calculations and knowing the different players that other players had behind me, it was nearly almost impossible for me.
Were you doing it bantering with the person who was coming second? Was there like...
Nah, I thought that would have been a bit cheeky. You don't want to crow too early. Like, I was quietly confident, but everyone else was sort of announcing, oh, you've already won. And I'm like, oh no, how bad's it going to look if I don't win it?
It's a real, once you get into that sort of top 5, so with a few weeks to go, the pressure must have been pretty heavy. And is there a fair bit of banter then? Like, was anyone trying to talk you down or...
Oh, like I've got a lot of mates who were sort of just really trying to help me, and because I do run a podcast, and I'm quite good friends with all the other podcasters. There's about 20 podcasts for SuperCoach, so if you need some information, there's plenty of information out there. There's probably going to be...
Tim's available for a cashier.
Yes!
There'll probably be 25. Are you going to come on our podcast this year, Tim? Did you say, Tim? All right, nice.
Sponsored by the financial advisor.
Yeah, so there's plenty of information out there, but I was lucky to get to know everyone. So everyone was really sort of behind me, and it was really nice. I sort of had a lot of love and support towards the back end, and people sort of encouraging me rather than giving me a hard time.
I've been told that your sister was a little bit sick, and with the money that you won, you gave her a fair bit of the cash to help her, which I think deserves a massive round of applause.
Yeah, thanks.
What a legend. That's unreal. How's she going with all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, unfortunately, she was diagnosed with cancer the week prior to me winning the competition. So I'd already basically knew that I was going to win, and then she around the very same time that she told me I've got cancer, and so I pretty much instantly was just well, I've got to make sure I secure this, and I'm going to have to give it to her. It just made sense. It would just... So she didn't have to worry about, you shouldn't, I think, if you're fighting for your life, you shouldn't have to stress about how you're going to, your livelihood or whatever, that sort of stuff. So I thought rather than me pass it on to her.
That makes you the king, I reckon.
Yes,
for sure.
She is. But yeah, she's going really well. She's just finished chemo, so that was a pretty intense process. She's struggling sort of mostly, got really dry lips, sorry, with losing her hair and stuff, and being a female, it's a bigger deal than I actually contemplated. So she lost all of eyebrows and eyelashes and stuff, so she's quite a lot of work to sort of try to get herself made up and presentable for the way she feels comfortable and stuff. But yeah, look, hopefully we're halfway there. We've got a bit of radiation treatment and the surgery around the corner.
And no doubt the money that you gave her is certainly going to help. So once again, another round of applause.
Sorry.
Mate, SuperCoach talk again. Is there a player that you think, a newbie?
Yeah, I'm really hot on Selwyn Cobb. I've been really big on him since what I've seen of him in the finals of the Queensland Cup last year. He just looked like he was on another level in that competition, and he's sort of what we got to see of him is, he hasn't really blown us out of the water yet, but I think being on that like right wing with Katoni Staggs there, I think he's going to get a lot of love. Probably going to start at fullback with Tessie New being out as well. So get a lot.
Right, Corey? No.
What do you got on that?
He's
Izako?
He's a kid, mate. He won't start fullback. He can't throw him fullback against South.
Cobbo?
Not fit enough.
No, he's just a kid. So, like a good team like South will make you pay at fullback. I think they'll go with probably David Mead or Sako.
I think that's a okay. But I reckon give him a go. I reckon he deserves it. He's great. He's great.
Deserves it, but Corey.
He's, as they say, he's a young GI. He's a young Latrell.
This guy win.
Latrell, GI, Ponga, RTS, they all start on the centres or wing.
Yeah.
They get thrown back to fullback. It's a different beast, the NRL.
Yeah.
He'll get eaten up, and it's not, wouldn't be good for us.
You don't think he could play the first couple of games until
He can play. I'm just saying for his development as a
they all won't do it?
I would do it.
Oh, this is your second running with Corey.
Yeah, me and Corey have been bumping heads a fair bit.
So, not Selwyn Cobb, who's your next best?
No, Selwyn Cobb locked him in.
I'm saying I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
I'm saying it won't.
he's still good for SuperCoach though.
Oh, yeah, he'll play.
What's he worth?
320. Yeah, it's a mid-ranger, but he'll make money. He's worth more, and I think he'll be super handy. Other than that, cheapies, Lachlan Ilias at halfback. If you probably don't have him, it's going to be tough. He's going to make a lot of money. He's going to be replacing Adam Reynolds. He'll do well. I like Sloan as well.
Yeah, you think he'll start though? Is that?
Yeah, I think he'll start fullback. Corey probably disagrees, but
I don't take it personally.
I don't know.
Sloan will play fullback.
He will, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but
Because Sloan wasn't even on the 30 contract, was he? At the start of the year? No, I hear that they for some reason, which I found weird because he certainly would be in my top 30. They only just included him in the last.
yeah, no, he looks good.
Yeah, he looks very good. I mean, yeah, he looks better than Jordan Ramsey. Is it Ramsey? His haircut. That's.
Well, I don't know is it an improvement on last year? Last year had the long hair with the.
That was his mum when she was blind. That's all.
Drinking Rich Walsh.
Another crazy group.
No, I think he's going to go well, man. I think having some other players like SJ around him, and I think Cody Nicarima will have a better year. I can see him doing quite well, man. I probably wouldn't want to slot him into my side. I just think there's better options. But yeah, I think he might be relevant at some point, come around Origin or something. He might win buy coverage and stuff like that. Gutherson was handy.
Any players changing clubs that you think, sometimes they're changing
Yeah,
clubs?
I'm interested in Nico Hines.
Yeah.
I like him. He's a little bit more than I'd want to pay him. You're not going to get the same of what we got out of him last year because he was playing at the Storm in a fullback role, but
Nico Hines,
he seems to want to touch the ball a lot. He's going to be
beautiful.
kicking.
Like, do you get points for being big?
You should. Yeah, like I'm a bit partial to a good-looking player like
What sort
Cam
of
Murray.
conditioner does he use? Like, his hair's beautiful.
It is very nice.
I look at it and I want to run my fingers through it. I'm not gay, but I definitely...
Oh, but you'd rub your hands through it. I know. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about it, man. I've actually photoshopped myself into a photo where I'm the bride and he's the groom.
Oh, yes. But you've done that with Brandy as well, right?
Nah, I thought I'd treat him with a bit more respect. He's more of a father figure to me.
When you pick your team, do you ever consider who does a full off season, off season training and stuff? Do you ever consider something like that? Or is that too deep?
How they're training the.
As opposed to someone who's only had half a pre-season.
Like James Tedesco has had half a pre-season.
Oh, yeah.
Does that bother me?
Yeah, does that?
Do you take that?
Nah, I think he'll be right. He's ready to go. He's an athlete. You know what I mean? That he's. Yeah, I'm pretty confident with Teddy. The photos we've seen of him, he looks like he's got a gut in some photos, but I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, I'm pretty confident with him, man. I think he'll hit the ground running. I think with the rest of the strength that they've got around them this year, last year they did it really tough, so Teddy was kind of like do everything, you know what I mean? He wasn't able to play his natural game as much, but yeah, I like him. Yeah, here's my photo with Nico. Photoshop that in there.
What do you think of the young fella Walker?
That's brilliant.
Sam Walker, yeah, I was pretty close to wanting to start with him. I was thinking about having him as my starting halfback over. Then when he got that little, he got injured just over the weekend, sort of held me back a little bit. But he's probably going to be right to go round one. And yeah, I can see him having his hand in it a lot. Like I think rather than a second year syndrome, I reckon he'll peak. Like he'll really come out of his shell this year.
Xavier Coates, do you have him for Melbourne?
I don't at the moment, but I do think I will start with him. Yeah, like I think I will start with him. I like him. I like him. I think he's at a good, like at the rightish kind of price. Yeah. Yeah, I think he'll. For who?
Addo-Carr and.
I haven't even looked at the Fox. I reckon he's probably about 430 or something.
Is that a better work rate than Addo-Carr or a better work rate than he did before?
Sorry?
Is that a better work rate than Addo-Carr or than he did before?
No, I think that he will have it. Like he'll have a better work rate than Addo-Carr. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who would you stay away from? Like who are you not picking in your team this year?
Okay, so one I sort of mentioned before, I'm probably going to stay away from Jackson Hastings. There's a lot of buzz around him.
Jackson Hastings, yeah?
Yeah, he didn't look great. He's not kicking. People thought he was going to be kicking. That's why there was a lot of interest. He apparently was doing well in the Super League, but yeah, it's not for me. I think that could be. I kind of like to have like guns in the halves and the 5/8s. And if not, I really want them to peak pretty fast. Where I think a Moan's a better option at 5/8 that'll jump up in price, a lot faster.
What premium do you put on goal kickers?
It's always influences. You'll always go, oh yeah, but he's got the, he's got the kicking too. He's got the kicking.
He's attractive.
He's very attractive.
With Zach Lomax. Yeah, he's no Nico Hines, but yeah, he's cute as well. No, look, I do like him. Zach seems like the type of guy you want to pick up towards the end of the year, not just start. Yeah, you pick him up. Yeah, you pick him up towards the end of the year. Yeah, I've always sort of favour a kicker like that's like.
So Jared Croker for me, I'd love to pick him. Yeah, but he just doesn't have the meters.
Yeah, he's not really stats SuperCoach juicy. He's got a little bit of risky with the injury. Yeah, not a great option. I find that centres are a tough one to pick in SuperCoach. There wasn't too many centres that did well last year. Like Gay Guy was a bit of an exception. Matty Burton was an exception.
That's where we're going now.
With Best. Yeah, in patches. Yeah, but I think wingers have just got so much more opportunities to score tries and get that line break try and stuff like that. And,
what do you think about Capewell? There's only been a couple of minutes here and there.
Capewell I'm keen on. He was someone I was almost going to start with. Not now.
Paul Gallen.
And then Tommy Turbo.
Yeah, and obviously Corey.
Cam Smith was always pretty handy at hooker. You could lock him in for years. I think he'd still go around.
He had what, a 50, 60 quid race?
I think it'd still go good in the modern game too. His type of game, if he was able to still get.
All right, we are here in the Leichhardt Oval sheds.
Got to hit the pads.
Is that Paul Siranen?
Best dressed bloke in the joint.
How you going, mate?
Good, how are you, mate? Good.
Ooh. Oh, it's a bit chilly in here. I've got like an esky.
Let me start by saying, if we dropped Leichhardt Oval in the desert in Dubai, it'd bloody rain there. It always rains. It rains at Leichhardt. That offers incredible. Good morning, folks. It's a tough morning to be out and about. Hope you're staying dry. Look, to answer your question, look, they've kind of pretty much shaped up over the last 35, 40 years. We've been associated with the place. Our cleaner, he started 20 year ago, he's still going. Yeah! He's got a great job. He's got a great job.
Some of the photos of those old times.
Here we go. We've got some players on the board that we can inspect.
Last 2 years, it's unreal. Would you agree, guys? Yeah. Really good. Depending on the questions thrown out to all around legends.
Thou shalt watch team selections. Number 9, thou shalt not commit thy neighbour's goods, but thou shalt spend the penny on capital. Number 10, thou shalt have fun.
Give them a big hand. That was. We're pretty a tear of last night how emotional that was. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with the help of the Leichhardt Wanderers, the trophy that has been dug up by Group A, how many of you lifted up onto the bench for the blessing of the immortal Balmaninga? So this is the trophy that was there on that first day in 1908, and we will now call upon the immortal Balmaninga. I don't know if you've got any words prepared for this ceremony now. You've lifted some great trophies in your life. Now you must bless this, which is in incredible shape given it's been buried for 100 years. That's truly incredible. So now, if you may, you bless the KFC SuperCoach trophy.
Thou shalt bless. SuperCoach trophy and make the best of all selections with
Amazing stuff. So, that trophy...
It now gets serious, doesn't it?
It's worth $10,000.
That trophy's mine.
$50,000 cash. The first...
Yeah, it's recording. Recording. All right, we're going to head over to GI, and he's going to... You got a second GI? No, all good, all good. Sorry. How awkward?
What, someone else has got an exclusive interview?
Yep, someone else has got an exclusive interview.
They've got the exclusive interview. Sam's has been put to the side.
It's all right. Only real media here.
Yeah, no, that's unfortunate.
Is that Brad Pitt they were saying?
Take it easy, ladies.
With Vossi?
Yeah.
So I heard you talking about Reed Marnie just over there. What do you think of him? Is he a really good SuperCoach option this year?
Yeah, look, I've got a bromance with Reed Marnie. I love the guy off the field. See, what you got to remember is Reed Marnie was responsible for Cameron Smith being sin bin. Only the second time in his career, so he's got more than just football ability. He'll make 1,000 tackles, and he'll give a bit of lip. Reed Marnie, kicking game, could get the odd 40-20. Reed Marnie, a must for your side.
Anyone else a must-have?
I'll give you a bolter. I reckon Max King. Now, Max King played no NRL last year for the Storm, has been picked up from the Bulldogs. I think he'll be one of their first forwards picked. As we saw from the trials, he's got a high work rate, he's got an offload in him, and is capable, I think as the season goes, Max King will become a permanent fixture as a standout in the Bulldogs pack.
188k as well. You heard it here first from Vossi.
He's having a chat. G'day Brendan Savage, how you going mate? I'm just here at Leichhardt Oval, surrounded by football royalty, such as Benny Elias here, Blues hooker. We've got Corey Parker just there, got Brandy, very special moment for me to meet up with Brandy. Sangster, Big Mal Meninga. Big Mal Meninga, he's a big boy isn't he? He is big. He's a big boy. So they reckon GI was the next Mal Meninga, and then you've got, there's like a chain, there's Mal, then there's Inglis, and GI, and Coates, and Latrell, and
Selwyn.
Cobbo. Yeah, it's a big, it's like, they're like Russian dolls, you just take them, there's another one inside. Tommy Saints over there, he's just got one of his little teapot arms going there, his little teapot short to start. Ta-da!
Just hold it, mate. Just come up here.
The writing system.
Just come this way. Yeah. Come up halfway. Yep. Close to the mesh.
Yeah.
Just check that light. Hang on, mate. 2 seconds. I'm just going to move this.
Oh, it's a mic thing.
Yeah, mic.
Hey, got that one here.
All right, Timmy. So that's a wrap here today at the SuperCoach Experience. How do you think the day went?
Yeah, no, it was a good day, mate. It was full credit to the boys, obviously. All the blokes that came along were really lovely, you know what I mean? My favourite today, I think the best on ground would be Fletch.
Fletch was a good bloke, came on, saw you straight away and said, "What the fuck is that? What are you wearing?"
Yeah, he was a bit sort of like spun out. I mean, he was asking about my whether I dibble-dabbled in...
Oh, okay, we're going, so we're here at Leichhardt Oval. But yeah, that's a wrap, guys, and we'll talk about it on the podcast, I'm sure. Wrong way.